to do, then this might be two different faces over here.
Oh
So
my!
we've got this cage match happening or potentially happening between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. So Musk was the one that started it. He sent out a tweet. I just want to find it for you. And he said he's up for a cage match with Mark Zuckerberg if Mark is. And that was to Mario. He wasn't even talking to Zuckerberg. So then Zuckerberg came back and said, I think, name the time and the place. And then Elon Musk came back and said, Vegas Octagon.
Wow.
And then, so it actually seems like this might go ahead because there has been backwards and forwards.
Huge, bro. Compared to Mark, he's like literally 6 inches taller or something, like 50 pounds heavier. But Zuckerberg's been training for the past couple years.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Bro. If Elon actually steps in that cage in a few months, he's fucked. You just can't. You can't replace 2 years of jiu-jitsu training, bro.
2 years not that long. I mean, the one thing is that Musk lived in South Africa. This is a violent place. He's spoken about how he's been bullied before and how he fought back sometimes. So he's got real street fight experience, whereas Zuckerberg's got some trainer holding up pads saying, come on, Marky, throw a left, throw a right.
No, he's like winning tournaments.
Is he?
Like competing. He's like actually competing and he's actually winning. He's like really good.
Oh, wow.
From what I've heard. He's like a very, very well-trained fucking assassin is what I'm hearing. So
really?
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. Zuckerberg's like, yeah, look it up. If you look up like Zuckerberg's MMA like career so far, he's like, oh my fucking God, bro. If we saw Elon Musk have a villain arc and got a 6-pack, it would be I would just be like, what is going on? If that happened, be like, what is going on? How is he still running SpaceX? How's he still running Tesla? How's he running Twitter? Like, I don't get it.
So what are we typing in? Zuckerberg fight. What do we want to see? We want to see him fighting.
Experience fight. I don't know, something like that. Yeah.
I don't think it is an MMA.
I don't know what I don't know if he's competing in MMA or if he's competing in wrestling or if it's jiu-jitsu or boxing. He was competing.
That top story.
Actual 1v1 with someone.
Fighting on.
Yeah, all you're gonna get is all the current stuff. If you type in that, actually,
no, I want to see Zuckerberg fighting.
No, I know. Zuckerberg. Yes, fighting. Yeah, fighting video. Go to
training.
YouTube. Go to YouTube.
All right, fighting video. Hold on, let's just see. Yeah, all I'm seeing is this. Okay, I'm going to YouTube. Well, good for him if he can fight. You see, automatically you come up, Mr. Bergman. How's that? Mark Zuckerberg Jiu-Jitsu. Let's see. All right, here I see him signing. I hate shorts. I could fuck him up. Mark, if you're watching this, I'll take Elon's place.
Oh shit.
It doesn't look like he's got much going on there.
You fought before, bro?
Yeah, I have. I did 6 years of Taekwondo.
Whoa.
I'll fuck him up in a second.
You think so?
Yeah, he's just grappling. I would take a knee by now. I would have done a
bro, this is jiu-jitsu, bro. They're doing jiu-jitsu. Can't knee him.
I'm not playing jiu-jitsu. I want a street fight.
Oh, you're trying to fight him. You're trying to cage fight him.
Like, knee him in the face. That's what I would do right there.
Well, like, bro, he probably would too if he was in a fight. He's doing jiu-jitsu.
Why is he doing this shit, man? He's going to hurt his neck. He's worth like how many billions?
Bro, he's a professional.
A professional what? They're dancing. This is...
Oh!
He's got his leg takedown.
Oh, he's got... Oh, no, he popped out. Come on, Mark.
Okay, so I think Mark will definitely beat Musk.
Probably, yeah. Elon has, I don't think, any training in any combat sport arena. So, Yeah, I would say. I mean, I feel like you just can't replace 2 years of training, bro.
Yeah.
There's no way to
Look,
replace
I think Zuckerberg will beat me on the floor, but I won't let it get to the floor. The only way it's getting to the floor is I knock him the fuck out.
Dude, could you imagine if influencer boxing goes from Logan Paul, Jake Paul to fucking Elon to freaking like countries, leaders of countries fighting again, and we get thrown back to like medieval times where people actually used to fight to sort things out, and we'll start getting like, could you imagine, bro, if the Putin fight happens? Like someone brought up Putin fighting Elon at one point, like a couple years ago, and it was like a real thing, and Elon set him down, and then nothing came of it.
His crypto dream really listens, eh?
Oh,
Yeah, boss knuckles that I took for sure. For sure. Do you remember? Bless you, Kate. So, Kate, are you and I gonna have a fight?
Dude, you know,
Who's gonna win?
First, bro.
Huh?
You gotta give me some years of training, and then I gotta get out to South Africa because you're not gonna leave.
No, I'm not leaving. I'll bring you out. But
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen to you.
What even is that?
That's a big fuck you.
Bro, Philip does not want this smoke, guys. Philip does not want this smoke. Look at that.
Do you know how long I've had this sitting on the side waiting for a moment? I know it's not the perfect moment, but I've been waiting for you to. So, I mean, talking about us fighting each other, the best time to bring it out. You haven't given me an opportunity. I like you too much, you know.
Man, Elon versus Mark. That would be a very. I would pay a lot.
It's never going to happen.
What?
You saw how it's never going to happen.
Why?
You saw how the fight.
Bro, yes it is.
Kate, how much you want to bet it's never going to happen, mate? You saw how Elon Musk tried to get out of buying Twitter until they threatened to sue him. No, bro, because he knew he painted himself in a corner. He agreed, and then he tried to rescind, and then they said they're going to sue him to enforce it, and he had to do it. He's going to try and get out of this fight. He's going to say, but you know jiu-jitsu, I don't know jiu-jitsu, and whatever. They're not going to agree to the terms, and he's never going to do it, 100%.
Bro, he's the one who brought it up. He was like, I want to.
I know.
Why would
he didn't think he was going to accept it or whatever.
What?
I bet you anything.
Bro, if Elon Musk ever puts anything out publicly, everyone will see it. Whoever he's like directing the message at will see it because he's the most famous man on earth.
Kept saying, I'm going to buy Twitter. I'm going to buy Twitter. All of a sudden they said, great, we'll sell it to you at your price. You know what? I don't want to buy it anymore. Thank you so much. You lied about this and that. That's exactly what's going to happen now. Jiu-jitsu, no thank you. Speaking of fighters, bro, they formally charged Andrew and Tristan Tate,
I saw. I think they can hold him now for 60 days while they find evidence on the claim.
Well, I think he's still under house arrest. I don't think they've taken him into jail.
So it's not like an official, we found proof where they're just like, this is what
No. Well, they can't put charges unless they have a reasonable reason to think so.
Bro, what do you mean?
Not saying
prison for 3 months without anything.
No, I know, but they've actually brought charges, meaning that they've got some evidence. They want to find more evidence, but
oh shit, yeah, dude, it's gonna be. Here's the thing with the Tate thing, because he went from such an extreme. I mean, he's still an extreme niche, but he's way less extreme than he used to be, and he's a lot more. I don't even know what the word would be used. I guess relatable is as close as you would get, but I feel like he started to appeal to a wider base of people and be less extreme. And it feels like, I don't know, the whole thing feels just weird, but it would be very strange if all this comes out and it's like, okay, all of it was true. They were all frauds. They fucking did all the bad things. Like they were exactly what the left side painted them out to be. If that happens, bro, I don't know what would happen, but like, because there's been a bunch of good stuff that came from that, from originally Andrew Tate's message, and then it sprung into little miniature Andrew Tate's, and then a bunch of people who were like, wait, all we're talking about is be a man and fucking make more money and stuff like that. And those things that are less extreme are like generally positive things. But if they all stemmed from like Andrew Tate and then they find out he's all these terrible things, it's so bad, dude, because there's another example.
I think the thing is that maybe they possibly knew that this was coming
Yeah.
And that's why he went out onto social
That's
media
what I'm thinking is possible.
to try and say, you know what, this is why they don't like me.
Right.
The machine is going against me for this reason, as a defense, because he didn't have any other defense. I mean,
Well, like
if
imagine
your
if
guess
Trump
is,
was was actually Satoshi Nakamoto. Like, what if we found out it was actually Trump or something like that? Like that would derail every single thing ever with crypto would fall apart immediately. And then we'd be like, okay, now what? Do we continue and just forget about the fact that Donald Trump is actually our forefather? Or do we try and remodel? Like, what the fuck do we do? Like, if Andrew Tate comes out and they're like, yo, you actually did all these things. You were a complete fraud. You painted this out. Obviously, the right wing would have their own answer to it and their own version of the story, and the left wing would have their own answer. But my God, bro, right before the election, too. Oh, my God, that would be so fucked because this is supposed to take years.
we've gone down a very big rabbit hole. I don't really know how we got here. I'm enjoying it. I'm just not sure how we got here. My
Andrew
thing
Tate
is,
brought it up. He got charged.
they were no, I know how we got there, but I don't know how we got there. That Trump is now Satoshi.
Oh, I was bringing an example of like someone at the top, crumbling, and then the rest of their like empire being like, oh, what do we do now? You're a fraud. Like Satoshi Nakamoto is supposed to be an autonomous figure, but if they find out it was Trump, it kind of invalidates everything that crypto has been about ever. But how important is that top figure? Like if Andrew Tate gets wiped off the board,
but that's where I'm losing you.
Why?
I understand what you're saying, but I think if it came out that Trump was Satoshi, Bitcoin might pump.
Well, no, I'm saying like a large reason that Bitcoin's got such promise is because of the fact that we don't know who started it, and the fact that it's this beautiful story, and the fact that there's millions of Bitcoins sitting in this wallet address that the founder has that disappeared or like isn't being touched because he's supposedly not a real person, kind of thing. Like that, I feel like that would take away so much from what Bitcoin was and is about and stuff like that. I feel like it'd be fucked if something like that happens. And that's the point I'm trying to make here is like there's a lot of good things coming out of the right side as far as qualities and trend. And so like I would just be interested in how that affects that whole side of the internet.
I get it. All I'm saying is that I think if Satoshi had to come out, I actually agree with you. I think it loses a lot. Bitcoin loses a lot. But if there was someone that could actually pull it off, it's probably Trump. Like he would be the best one to come out and say, yes, I'm Satoshi. I know you can't believe it, but I made Bitcoin. Right?
Oh God, that would be hilarious though.
It would be. That's what I'm saying. There would be a short-term pump. I mean, his NFTs have done one of the best out of any NFTs at this very market.
I'm very torn on whether or not I should just buy one of his V1s and just hold it and wait.
Remember, you wanted to buy one. I stopped you, and you would have been down bad.
But you did. I'm still thinking about getting a V1 though. A V1 might be something to hold just in case.
Let's have a look where they're sitting.
I feel like they'll pump hard to at least a 3x.
See, I don't know enough about whether, I mean, with all these court cases, is he going to be allowed to run for president this time?
That's the play. That's the play. If he does, they 3x. If they don't, then they sit there and do absolutely nothing. I don't really want to hold it at 0.13 though. I'd love to hold it closer to 0.06 or 0.07.
No, but I don't think, are these the original or the second collection?
Yeah, it's the original.
The first digital trade.
Series 2 is at like 0.02 or something. It's also a Matic.
Yeah, and you wanted to buy them at 0.07 or something. This one's hilarious, bro. This one is funny.
Yeah. I just feel like it'd be an easy swing trading type of project where there always will be opportunities for liquidity. For other projects might not have it. Bro, that's beautiful. Beautiful art, bro. One president ever.
Look how young he looks.
Yeah, dude, they really did. They really made him like 30 years younger in all these NFTs. He definitely got that first render and was like, yo, I look way too fucking old in this thing. Make me younger and then put it out.
Yeah. I mean, this is what he would want if he could get plastic surgery.
Bro, isn't it funny that like if it becomes Biden versus Trump again, we will again be trying to decide the leader of our country as the oldest version of any president ever. We will literally be voting for almost 90-year-old men to run the country. I'm like, bro, y'all got maybe 4 years left of your life and you're going to spend it all running the country. I'm like, no, you're about to keel over, bro.
Since we demonetized already, I can tell you that even if Biden wins, I reckon he dies within 6 months of winning. He's not going to win because I mean, the guy already needs to have his breakfast, his dinner at 4 p.m. Honestly, every time I see him walk off the stage the wrong way or not know what he's saying, what did he say the other day? He was talking about troops and he said, "God bless the Queen," and
Yeah,
the
I
Queen's
saw
the
that,
Queen's dead.
bro. I'm like, bro,
Well, let's say
he was in
nicely,
America. He was in America when
yes,
he said that. I'm
but
like,
also the Queen's passed away, and it had nothing to do with the Queen. I don't know where he thought he was or what was going on.
it's really embarrassing, bro. And it's
It is
my only
embarrassing.
issue is I know a lot of people that are my friends who are very competent people, very competent, smart, fucking like reasonable, and then I just
Listen, you know, I'm smiling. I'm saying, like, it's for me to criticize any country's first world country's president is hilarious because Africa's run by dictators who have been sitting on their thrones for 70 years
bro,
and they're refusing to leave.
they have 48.
I mean, South Africa's different. I mean, so it's, you know, we've supposedly got a democracy, but you know, you look at like Zimbabwe, Mugabe was there for 55 years. Do you know there was a stage before he died that he was the richest man in the entire world in US dollars, Mugabe.
Really?
He stole so much money from so many of his people. There was a stage in dollar terms that he was the richest man in the entire world.
Bro, but
That's corruption.
but there's people. Okay, well, okay, I won't disagree there. I was just gonna say I feel like there's so many. I've seen so many movies where they depict this individual who's like, you know, nobody knows who they are. They're at the very, very top, but they're absolutely unknown, and like they're like the people who like own the oil companies, kind of thing, in like
Yeah.
the Middle East, and like
There's
those
that show,
have just
Secret Millionaire.
ultra billionaires. You know,
Have you ever seen that Secret Millionaire? That show?
no,
It's so cool. It's a reality show. They take like really, really wealthy business owners who choose to do this, and the business owner takes a week off, and he pretends like he's a normal employee in his own company. Like so, he takes off his suit and he puts on like a workers thing if it's a chicken factory,
yeah.
and he goes and works in the chicken factory in his own business, but no one knows that he's the owner. So they often change his face or whatever. First of all, he learns a shitload about his own company, which is really good, and whatever. But then at the end, the people he connects with and whatever, he ends up giving them like let's say he worked with Alice in the chicken farm. Alice is an amazing woman who's trying to pay her son's student loan. He pays off the student loan completely, and when he comes out at the end as being the owner of it.
Right. I love that. Crypto Dream says you're talking about Undercover Boss. That must be another similar show.
Yeah, there is another one like that as well. Secret Millionaire, Undercover Boss, 100%. Do you remember that other guy that used to do dirty jobs?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember his name, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that used to be cool as well. I've still got a lot of stories. Do you want to talk about Web3 at all?
Yeah.
I don't mind. Yeah, that's this thing that a few people got involved in.
Not like a dying picture thing.
Back in 2020, it was a craze.